Hey guys, it's Megan and today I have my May 2021 beauty empties for you guys, and I cut my hair. I went way shorter than I have in a long time and I love it so much. And yeah, so let's just dive into the empties, starting with my makeup, and I have a few fragrances in here. So one of my favorite concealers. This is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. I use the shade 200 Ivory, and if you can see, I like scraped it completely out, and this is just a beautiful concealer. I would say it's very comparable to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and in that I use the shade Vanilla, and this shade Ivory is not like identical to Vanilla by any means. Vanilla is more like pinky toned. This is more so a match like for my skin tone, but this formula is so on point with the NARS Radiant Creamy. The packaging even looks kind of similar, and you get basically the same amount. You get 0.23 fluid ounces in the L'Oreal and 0.22 in the NARS, but of course the L'Oreal is cheaper, about half the price, and this product I feel like is not super widely available in store, but online I've been able to find it at Target and Ulta, so I'll link this down below. And if you love the NARS Radiant Creamy, I would really recommend trying the L'Oreal if you can find a good color match, since I know this doesn't have nearly as good of a color range as the NARS, but this one is way less expensive and I really do love it. Another product I love from the drugstore is the Maybelline Master Precise Liquid Liner Pen. This one is in the Forest Brown color, and it was just getting a little bit like patchy. I've actually noticed with the brown, it doesn't last nearly as well as the black. Like the black in this pen will last me months and look just as like inky and black and opaque, but the brown gets this like kind of watery, like streakiness to it, and it happens pretty quickly, I would say. So I've been gravitating more towards dark brown liner in the past like 6 months, so that's why I like started to get this, and I have repurchased it, but at least for this formula I've noticed the brown doesn't perform as well for as long as the black. So I would recommend this product, but if you're okay with black liquid liner, I would say that is more like consistent, and the brown is just unfortunately kind of a different formula, it seems, but I do love that. I finally used up my L'Oreal Shining Peach. I can't twist it up anymore, but this is the perfect light nude color for my skin tone, and I have a backup of this. I'm really worried that this will be discontinued because literally every lip product I've ever fallen in love with always gets discontinued and it is just becoming harder to find. So I have a backup. It took me a long time to finish this one up, but it's basically like a balmy type of formula, and I can get a little bit swatched on my hand. So it's just a pretty, not like sheer formula, but it's not like super full-on color. It's very balmy, not hydrating, but feels comfortable on the lips and looks kind of shiny, and it's just a really gorgeous shade. So I love that formula, love that color. Okay, and then I have 3 perfume empties. So I made it a mission to finish up the YSL Black Opium that my mom gave me the rest of her bottle, and this was actually, whoa, this was actually my bottle many years ago that I gave to her. And then when we were decluttering her like vanity, she just had a little bit left and she had a new bottle of this, so I was like, let me just finish that up and like enjoy the last little bits and you use your new bottle. So I use this up, and I do really like this scent, but it's not a favorite anymore, and I think this is a pretty like universal scent. Most people would like it if you like deeper vanilla scents. but it's not one that I would repurchase. But it makes me excited that even though I didn't finish the whole bottle because I started it, my mom used most of it, and then I finished it, it still is nice to have a full-size fragrance in my empties. So that one is really nice, but just not like my favorite anymore. This one makes me really, really sad because it wasn't nearly as amazing as I hoped. So this is the Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink, and this is the like travel size spray. I love that it's a spray because I just hate roller balls, and there's like literally nothing left in it, but it had a really nice fine mist. I just bought this from the Sephora VIB sale like a month and a half ago, and I already used it up. And the reason it's already used up is because it doesn't last. Like, I will spray this on, it will smell delicious, and I would say it's more of a floral scent than pear. Like, there is a pear note to it, but that's not the main scent that I get from it, so that was already kind of disappointing to me. But it literally disappears from my skin, from my clothes, from the surrounding area in like 10 minutes. That is just unacceptable to me. Like, I don't mind reapplying perfumes, but I want it to at least be present for a few hours, not to completely like disappear within minutes, literally. So this, I'm glad I got the like little travel spray, but I wouldn't recommend it, and it's just a shame because I do like the scent, but I didn't love the scent enough to buy a full size anyway. And then a little like perfume sample that I did end up buying the full size is the Atelier Cologne Clementine California. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. I don't know if I'll be able to get any little drip out of here. I'll just get the full size bottle. So, oh my god, this is stunning. Oh, so the opening is like straight up clementines. Like, it just smells like a fresh citrus fruit, and then the dry down is more floral, but it is just stunning. It is gorgeous. So I did end up buying the full size bottle. I've used quite a bit of it already. I recommend this wholeheartedly if you like citrus and floral. It is divine. I love it so much. So that is everything in my little makeup pouch. And then on to the rest of like the skincare and body care and stuff. Before we get into that, I have two like snack type things that I wanted to tell you about, because I love to tell you when I find like some like food like this that's like truly incredible. So my current chocolate obsession is the Ghirardelli Intense Dark Raspberry Radiance. So this is like those little pre-packaged squares, and this is dark chocolate with raspberry bits. So it's not like a raspberry cream or filling or anything. It's like literally little pieces of like freeze-dried or something raspberries. It is so good. It is literally so, so good. So I want to get more of that. And then these, if you have a Trader Joe's, I'm so jealous, but it's probably good that I don't have one near me. These are the Strawberry Shortcake Sandwich Cookies. The box truly says it all. They're just these delicious, like, shortbread cookies with, like, artificial strawberry icing in between. They're so good. It is like insane how good these are, but yeah, I don't have a Trader Joe's near me. Like I said, probably a good thing because I went through that box pretty quickly. Okay, let's get into some skincare. So I have the facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. This was actually a container I gave my sister to try, but I was using them too, and I finished them up, and I was like, hey Rach, sorry I finished up your facial radiance pads, and she was like, ah. So I always have a million more, so I'll give her more, but these are like one of my all-time favorite skincare products. I'm sure you've seen these before if you watch my empties videos in the past, but These are just individually soaked like cotton pads with very gentle chemical exfoliants in it, and the cotton pad is a little bit textured as well, so you're getting a little bit of physical exfoliation. And these are just amazing for sensitive skin and to keep my skin like just clear and smooth. It's just a really great product that I always go back to because it's not too harsh, but it's like a maintenance type of product. So love those a ton. One First Aid Beauty product that I don't really like is their Ultra Repair Cream. So I must have got this in a kit or something like that because I never buy it. So I just ended up using this as hand cream, and many years ago, like probably 8 or 9 years ago, I tried this on my face and I have never had a worse reaction to a product in my life. Like, it was really bad. So I have never used this again on my face, but it is fine as a hand cream, and there's a little squeeze left, but it's just kind of like a basic lotion. Like, you can use this all over your body, of course. I just tended to use it before bed on my hands and I liked it, but it has kind of like a mentholy smell that isn't my favorite. So like I said, I don't purchase that, but if for some reason I get it in a kit, I usually give it away or I end up using it as hand cream. So that's that. I used up one of my favorite hand soaps. This is the Bath & Body Works Rosewater and Ivy. This scent is so gorgeous. And after this bottle, I actually started just refilling my like bottles that I like. Like, I would keep this one since I love the design. And I fill it up with some soap that I get at Target, like a big ass bottle of their Smartly lavender soap. It's gonna last me a lifetime, but I love the scent of that. And what I realized is that you can fill up the soap like halfway or so and then fill it up with water the rest of the way and shake it together, and it just makes like a really great foaming hand soap if you reuse the Bath & Body Works container. So I don't have any like summertime scents right now for hand soap, so I'll just continue using that lavender stuff, and then when it becomes fall, I have like fall scents. And I really have to give credit to Maggie, and I'll put her channel down below. She like mentioned that she uses those big bottles of hand soap to like refill all of her like hand wash like stations. Why does that sound weird? Like her sinks and hand wash stations. Oh my god, I'm so weird. And so I just like took it a step further since I had the foaming, and I prefer foaming hand soap, and just mix some water into it. So thank you so much, Maggie, for that money saving tip. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this bottle because I really do like the decorativeness of it. I used up 2 shampoos and I love both of these so much. So this is the Neutrogena T-Sal Scalp Buildup Control with 3% salicylic acid. I have been using this for maybe close to 10 years. I love this stuff so much, and I kind of stopped using it when I was like bleaching my hair and getting highlights done, because I do feel like this can like not strip your hair, but it's just very like clarifying. So I didn't want to spend like hundreds of dollars on getting highlights and then use something that could potentially like mess them up. So anyway, now that I have just been dyeing my hair at home like every so often, I don't mind as much. So I love this stuff. It makes my hair feel so clean. It's so great for your scalp if you have an itchy scalp or just like a sensitive scalp. But this is really hard to find, and I just will be devastated if this is like forever discontinued, because they have the T-Sal line from Neutrogena, but I only like the Scalp Buildup Control. That is the only one that I've ever liked. So I'm not sure. I'll link it down below where I can find it, but they just don't have it as many places as they used to. But not a perfect alternative, but a really similar type of product is the Way Detox Shampoo. And so this is like the bottle that you buy for $30, but then I also bought the like refill. So if you really end up liking this, whether you get like a full-size bottle or like their travel set or something, they do have like refills for all of their shampoo and conditioner products, which I think is so awesome, so much less waste, and a way better value for the product. So now that I have shown this in my empties, I'm just going to refill it with the refill bottle that I have. And I really love this because I have very, very oily hair, and I just noticed that, or an oily scalp, I guess, but I noticed that when I use this, my hair doesn't seem as oily. And I used to think, like right when I started to use it, that it was like a miracle product, and I still think that it's really, really good and more like just helps my scalp be more normal. But my hair and my scalp are still oily. Like, it's not going to completely change your scalp. So I still really like this. I wash my hair approximately every other day, and so I use this actually most times that I wash my hair because I have like oily scalp issues, but you might not have to use it that often. I just really like it. So yeah, love this stuff. It's not like a miracle worker, but it works really well. I used up a few moisturizers, which is kind of weird, but I think most of these were partially used. So I finished this Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacier Water Cream. This seems like pretty decently sized, but this was their travel size, and I did a declutter of like my deluxe samples and travel products, so I used up what was left in here since it's kind of big for a travel size product. And I like this. It's not my favorite, but I didn't mind using it up. A similar product that I absolutely love is the Clinique Moisture Surge. I think the like current or like previously existing one was 72 hours, and then they came out with this 100-hour hydration version, which, I mean, I put on moisturizer like in the morning and at night, so I don't really need it to last 100 hours. Like, I don't really know what the benefit of that is, but in any case, I love Moisture Surge. It's a very lightweight gel cream. It's kind of like a hyaluronic acid serum in a sense because it's so lightweight. This is my first of the 100-hour version, but I have used countless bottles of Moisture Surge, and I have like 4 backups or something. I always have backups whenever they're on sale. I pick some up, and so I love that stuff. I also love this Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. So I used this up like at the very beginning of this month, and now that it's getting hotter, I wouldn't like necessarily repurchase this right away, but once it becomes fall, I'm getting like a stockpile of this stuff. First of all, it smells incredible. It smells like honey, and it's just the most luscious, rich, yet not heavy moisturizer. It is beautiful. It has the genius packaging where the lid and the spatula like are magnetic to each other, so you never lose the spatula, which is great, and I just think this is incredible. So this is the second one I went through. Absolutely love it. Would highly recommend it. But like I said, I'm not going to repurchase until the weather gets colder because it's not too heavy for nighttime for me, but I just prefer lighter weight creams during this time of year. So that one will be in my future, but I'm not repurchasing it right away. I used up a few of these Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta peel pads. I always have like a handful of these around, and I love these. They're really, really great for like helping your skin just stay nice and exfoliated. These are the extra strength version, which do have a bit of a tingle on my skin, but it's not too strong that it's like burning my face. Like it's just kind of that tingle that feels like it's doing something. So I really love these, and I try to get them when they have like the small packs as 100-point perks or like coupon codes at Sephora. So that's how I get those without actually buying the full size. Like I haven't had to buy the full size in like 5 years because they always have these freebies every so often. So love that. I used up a Summer's Eve fragrance-free cleansing wash for our lady parts. So this is just a must-have for me. I always get the fragrance-free version because I just like to have nothing really crazy going on down there, and I have a very sensitive skin and body, so I like to have the sensitive skin fragrance free one. These are just great. I always repurchase, and these last months and months and months because a little bit goes a long way. So definitely would recommend getting a specific wash if you're a woman. So yeah. Oh, I love this stuff. I kind of forgot that I used this up. This is the Holy Frog Superior Omega Nutritive Gel Wash. So this is like an amazing morning cleanser. I really, really love this. I love the packaging. It's super simple yet visually appealing. I love that it has a pump, and the pump actually does like have a lock or unlock type of thing. So if you wanted to put this in a gym bag or a travel bag or something, it does lock, which is nice. And I just love this texture of a gel moisturizer or a gel cleanser for the mornings. It doesn't really lather, but it doesn't just like slide on your face. Like it feels like you're really like massaging it in. And I just love this. It's very, very basic in the best possible way, but I would honestly only use this in the morning because I just like a little bit more of a, like, not foaming, but a little more of a lather at nighttime, since I typically wear a full face of makeup or at least sunscreen. So I like to remove that with makeup remover, and then when I wash my face, I want something that has a little more like oomph to it. And this is just very like nice and balancing to my skin, but not super cleansing, if that makes sense. So I love this for the morning. I'm currently using a different cleanser to use it up, but I do have a backup of this. I think it's a little bit expensive for what it is, to be honest. So I've only bought mine like on sale, but I do really love it. Oh no, this leaked, but this is my beloved Peach and Lily Reset Button Sheet Mask. I love this thing, and this has been out of stock for almost a year. And it makes me very panicky because I don't like when I can't get the things I love. So I have a few backups of this, but I really have only been using it if my skin needs it, which only happened once this month. And this is just the most calming, incredible mask for my skin when it's irritated or just like freaking out for whatever reason. This is what I always turn to, and I really hope it comes back in stock because I need it. Like, I just need it. So yeah. Oh my god. Okay, have to pull it together. Another Peach and Lily product that I love that fortunately is widely available, their Glass Skin Refining Serum. Oh my goodness, this is one of my must-have products in my, like, especially daytime skincare routine. There's like nothing left, but it's just like a gel serum. It's very lightweight, sinks into the skin beautifully, and doesn't feel sticky or tacky or really like anything. It just sinks in and doesn't interfere, but it makes my skin so smooth. It is incredible. It is the best niacinamide serum I've ever tried, and I truly can't live without it. I always have a backup or two of this because I never ever want to be without it. And whenever I don't use this, my skin never looks as good. So I love this stuff, and I know a bunch of you have tried it based on my recommendation, which I just think is awesome, and I hope you guys all love that as much as I do. Finally, I have the Kate Somerville Dermal Quench Liquid Lift. So this is another product I have kind of become codependent on. This is amazing, and I don't like a lot of hydrating type of serums, and this one is a very, very unique one. So you can see it has like a nozzle on it, and you do want to shake it up, and since it's empty there's like nothing to really show, but oh yeah, it doesn't even spray out. But you typically would spray it on your face and it comes out as like a foamy type of really lightweight liquid, and so you just spread it all over your skin, and it is so lightweight, just like the Peach and Lily serum. It basically just sinks into your skin and doesn't interfere. It doesn't seem like you even put anything on, which is what I love about it, because so many hyaluronic acid serums and hydrating serums end up like sticky and tacky on my skin, and I just personally hate that feeling. And this does not do that. I love that it's super lightweight and just sinks right in, and I use this mostly in the morning, and right after I wash my face, this is the first thing that goes on it. Some people have seen that this like oxygenated applicator type of thing helps with their acne as well. So I fortunately don't have acne, but I haven't noticed any negative reactions to using this, and so that would just be a bonus if it does help keep like spots at bay. And I did end up buying a full size of this, which this full size is almost $100, which is very expensive, but I love it that much, and I would really, really recommend it if you have been looking for a great hyaluronic acid serum. And the older I get, which I know I'm not old, but as I get closer to 30, the more I have been thinking about like really taking good care of my skin, even though I have for a long time, just like really trying to use those high quality ingredients and products. So that's one that I discovered that I really love and do think is worth the money for me. So that is everything, you guys. Those are all of my beauty empties for May 2021, and I cannot believe we are like, we're in the halfway point of this year. Like, where is life going? I don't even know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.